Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Tron on the play for game one. 8 hits off the top here with Devourer. Let's see if we can find Minor Power Plant. We find neither. Instead, finding Lab and Temple. I think we grab the Lab here. Grab Lab. Still play the Tower and Map. And depending on what we see, we might go Chalice on 1. I guess we could have went Chalice on 0 in case of Affinity. That may have actually been right. Overgrown Tomb. Shock. Thoughtseize on 1. Wolf. Draw. Lab. I'm going to tuck Dust. This could be Brood Scales, my initial thought. I'm going to go Chalice on 1, or do I want to go K Command X1 on Wolf? Also could just hold, admittedly. Chalice on 1 does stop Blade, though, so I'm going to go Chalice on 1 here. And pass. And pass. Spymaster's Vault, Plane, Rumble. Rumble will resolve. There's Ballista. Grabs a Forest. So probably plays Agatha's Soul Cauldron would be my guess. Draw. Temple. So let's see here. We can hold the K command to hold the map. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense here. Just hold. There's the forest. Is that Yawg? In response, I'm going to ramp. I'm going to exile the wolf. And done. Wolf down. Yawg on board. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to end step. Crack the map for a temple. And draw. Power plant. Cast Devourer. Devour exiles Yawg. And now we get to hold Dismember. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also have All's Dust next turn. We'll hold. Alright. Surveil. Is it a Grist? It is a Boseiju. Kind of rude, but fine. Swamp. And pass. And draw. Play Power Plant, go to combat, swing for 6. This is a 2-turn clock now. Rumble. There's Soul Cauldron. Grab Soul Cauldron. Soul Cauldron will resolve. Surveil. Ghost Quarter and Yard, which would tell me that this is likely... what? This is likely a Ice Till build. So spawn out. Ballista underneath Soul Cauldron. We have Tron for what it's worth, but also this is actually the Tezzeret build, not the Flesh Raker. Let's go to combat, attack with Devourer, down to 6, and we'll hold to feign that we have something here. If they go Ice Till, it'd be a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. At this point, we'll just pass it full. I can't do anything. Is it Ice Till? No. What is this? Yawg? Ballista for 2. Sure. You can put it up to Ballista or not. Ping that Spymaster's Vault. Sure, sure. Pitches Dryad Arbor. You can then target Dryad Arbor, so now Ballista can tap, but you have to block. Draw. Devourer. Go to combat. Attacking. Hit me for 2. That's fine. If they were to hit me with 2 whatchamacallit, Ghost Quarters. So 1, 2, leave me have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's play this, and no, we'll still play the Devour, I think. I think it's still correct at this point. Because then we have lethal on board, unless they have 2 blockers. Alright, you have 2 blockers. And Bone scoops it up. Okay. Yawgmoth. Win for game 1. Go to sideboard. Cage in. Bauble out. Needle Sticks. Soul Guide in. We'll want the Swamp still because of a Seiju. Flute in. Chalice out and run it back. Yeah, it seems reasonable. That seems reasonable. On the draw for game 2. We'd need Soul Land, 7 hits. Yeah, we can make it work. Reveal Devourer and pass. He's a Forest. He's a Wolf. Trigger. No Soul Land, instead we find Mine. We'll play the Mine. And hold the Dismember. Yeah? Yeah. And pass. And hold. Verdant Cat, fetch. Verdant Cat for. Overrun Tomb Shock, 17. Rumble resolves. Rumble finds Fulminator Mage. And Ice Till. Finds Ice Till. In that case, I'm thinking we dismember the spawn to set them back a turn. No, actually, we could just K-command it, admittedly, and hold up mana for Ice Till. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Draw Ugin's Lab. So in that case, Ugin's Lab. Imprint, Dust, play Mind Stone. Play Mind Stone. Yeah, we'll play the Mind Stone, hold up this member. And draw. Land. Fetch Windswept Teeth. Overrun Tomb, Shock 14 for Ease Ice Till. You have the Ghost Quarter in hand. Ghost Quarter, mill, in response, dismember. Actually, no. We will let that resolve first. Yes. Swamp, mill, dismember. Ice Still, resolve. And draw. Another dismember. Temple. We could play Karn here. Go. What? Tormod's Crypt? Or we can just hold up K command dismember. I think that's probably better right now. Thoughtseize. Rude as hell. Ramp, scry, draw. And done. Map, K command, K command. I will go top, draw, and pass. I guess we'll hold. They'll probably take this member though. Takes the card. That's fine. Aggie Soul. Targets. Fulminator Mage. You can then sacrifice the Yawgmoth. I mean, that's fine. Yeah? Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Want to attack then sack? No, I'm not even going to attack. Sure, that's fine. And draw. I think I'll just play the map and hold K command. Two, three, two. No? Were you thinking Ice Still? One, two, three. Grist. Grist will resolve. And make a 1/1. Alright, go to end step. I mean, I guess I could. Alright, let's do this then. Dismember. Actually, I want to do it like this. Dismember. One, two, three, four, five, six. Aggie Soul Cauldron targets Yawgmoth. That's fine. I can scry draw exile. I guess we. Is it mana neutral if I just do that? Yeah. So I guess no, scry draw exile. Yeah. And done. No. I do need to figure out a way to stop that Aggie Soul Cauldron, though, admittedly. Catacombs fetch. T is a forest. Tis a might. Might resolves. And draw. Mine. I'll play the mine. And then what? I guess in retrospect I could have just exiled the Yawgmoth, couldn't I have? Yeah. I will. I feel like they're gonna go after my Mind Stone is the problem. Because I want to get rid of Grist so I can stop generating value. Yeah, we'll just pass at this point. So again, you can Grist. There's a halfling. Aggie targets Yawg. So I'm gonna ramp. I'm going to exile cards in yard. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's any other. I guess I'll go for Ghost Quarters 4. Done. And done. Might target Mind Stone, that's fine. Saga trigger. Go to end step, crack map, grab a temple, and draw Mind Stone. 4 and exile Grist. Alright, Grist is down. We have a body on board at least. Probably what I should have done earlier, if the earlier K command, admittedly. Yawgmoth to yard. Let's make a construct. You can make the token into a Fulminator Mage. All valid options. Draw 2, 4, 5. Play Mind Stone. Go to combat. Block. And pass. Make a construct. There's a 2/2. Make a construct. There's a 3/3. Constructs now a 4/4. Unless what do you have for artifacts that are 1 mana value here? Fails to find. It's a 3/3. A Yawgmoth. And combat down to 9. Yes. Aggie, target might. Yeah, that resolves. Down to 8. And draw. If we can resolve the Sire, that would be good. Tower. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Sire 7 death and pass. No reason to go to combat here because of Yawgmoth. We'll pass. And the Sire could very well just give me the game here because they can't really deal with it all too well short of a Grist. And passing, draw. Oh, that's perfect timing. Grafdigger's Cage. Combat. I mean, this is lethal, so they have to block. So I guess they'll just block sack, realistically. But that's fine, because we'll have 15 life from Sire. So yeah, with the wolf trigger on the stack, they're going to have to sack the construct, basically. Attack, attack. block. Down to 5, up to 15. Sire has pseudo hexproof. Yawgmoth does not return. Surprised they did not get rid of the cage. Alright. 2 4/4s, that's fine. Lethal's still very much on board here. Dredger's Insight. Mill could grab Halfling. I guess there's also Ghost Quarter, but Ghost Quarter is not really going to help you much here. Chooses Halfling, okay. Up to 6, plays Halfling. No attacks, we draw. Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll play the tower, go to combat. Let's attack the Sire this time. Block. And block with what else? And block. Triple blocking. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna kill 2 things here. The first strike makes it so that triple block here doesn't make much sense. It just feeds me something. Okay. Okay. And... Yep. We'll pass. That was a weird choice, but fine. Aggie's Soul. Dredger's Insight. Gain a life. Again, Lethal's on board. No attacks. I guess they now can pay for the ward, admittedly. But opponent's going to scoop it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Solid win. We'll be back for match number 2. Alright, we're back for match 2. On the draw for game 1. We'll mulligan. We could make this work. What do we pitch is the question. Like, we could go... This is the card on 2. Yeah, I think I kind of like this. I'll keep... I'll have to put a card back, though. Right. So I guess we don't get to hold the Chalice. So in that case... Gemstone... Do we tuck the Chalice or tuck the card? If I knew what I was playing against, I could make a bit more of an educated decision, but we'll tuck the Chalice and pass. Spurific Springs tapped. Could be Belcher. In which case, a turn 2 Karn's pretty good. Tuck Sire, pass. And passing. Spirebluff Canal, not Belcher. Could be Affinity. Paying cost for... It is Affinity. Which means this Karn should hit board. Second Karn is backup. Karn. Minus Karn. Yes. Chalice of the Void for 0. And pass. And pass. This should lock them out for the most part. And we have EE and Filigree Silex on the side, if needed. Like, what do you do here? Saga trigger, that's fine. Red for Emissary triggers munitions. As munitions read, when its token leaves the battlefield. Spell Bomb. Munitions. They have a drone at least. They have the Kappa? Brutal. Well, thankfully you can go bridge. That will give them some value, though, admittedly, since we have this Karn rotting in hand now. And they're able to play around it pretty well, regardless. Draw. Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, no way to really get rid of this Karn. Well, that's a little bit problematic. So what are my outs here? We have 5. Few sideboard. They'll be able to make a artifact regardless with a Saga, unless I... Like, specifically, I guess I could Liquid Metal Coating, but then still the tokens. Yeah, there's not much I have as an option here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. So... I think my only option here is Bridge. Yeah, even if I card on 2, they were able to play around it pretty well. I will minus. Means Karn will die to the drones. I will play Bridge. I will cast Bridge. And cast Soul Guide Lantern. I will pass at this point. Next turn we can recast Karn, ideally go empty-handed. And tick Karn up. Now 3 munitions. Thankfully, EE can't be played because of Chalice, so Chalice is sticking on board regardless. Alright, attack Karn. They use Claws of Gix as well, so we really do need Karn to land, otherwise Claws of Gix can start pinging me with the munitions. So I kind of want you to tap out if possible. Thank you. That's still fine, actually. That is A-okay. Because all I need is Karn to stick. Oh, speaking of Claws of Gix. Yield to all. Yield to all. And I need a land here. Draw. Perfect. So now we recast Karn. Chalice on 0. Now, I have to assume that they are playing Pithy Needle main, maybe. If that is the case, I kind of want something like a leveler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're short, though. We could go Filigree Silex. Actually, I kind of like that. Let's go minus Karn. Yes. For Filigree Silex. Really glad I brought back Filigree. So now if they go Needle, we can destroy Needle with Filigree. And we'll pass. So now they should more or less be locked out. We do need to make sure this Karn sticks. Galvanic Blast actually would be pretty brutal, now that I think about it. Maybe I should have plussed Karn. Yeah, Galvanic Blast would be a problem. I should have plussed Karn up to 6. Well, then again, we kind of suffer from Needle, so I think that Silex may have been right. Because they play Needle main. We need Karn. Yep, okay. So we were right about the Needle main. So now we can go Filigree Silex for 1, and then get rid of Needle next turn. Triggers Karn, triggers that. Yep, that's fine. That is a-okay. Right now we have control of the board until their Sink in the Stupor happens. Pause on end step. Put an oil counter on the Filigree Silex. And draw. Mind Stone. We'll cast the Mind Stone. And what I can do here is Filigree Silex pop Needle. I guess what I want to do, actually, let's do this. I'm going to activate Soul Guide Lantern. I'm going to hold priority. Now we'll hold priority here. So exile opponent's hard. Hold priority. Put an oil counter on the Filigree Silex. Or no, sorry, sacrifice Filigree Silex. So now all their 1-mana permanents are gone. And then exiled. Well, plus the Claws of Gix, because Claws of Gix is 0. Let me confirm that real quick. Is it 0? It is. Karn plus on Claws. And then pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can play the Sire next turn. Thoughtcast draws 2. This Kappa's going to be a freaking 20/20 by the end of this. Actually, do I want to return Sire to hand? Maybe not. Actually, no, I don't. We draw. Dismember. Not that I really want to play it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could go Ballista. We could go... Minusing Karn's actually a bit dangerous here, admittedly. I think maybe just plus Karn here on nothing. Yeah, plus Karn nothing. And hold Dismember. Now we're at a Galvanic Blast range. Thoughtcast draws 2. And before combat, black, black, 1. And tokens down. And passing. And draw. T's a mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to return Sire to hand now. And see if you have a Metallic Rebuke. There's Metallic Rebuke. Not much I can do about that. It is what it is. Yield to all. No. And Karn Plus. And done. I'm not sure if they play Galvanic Blast main, hence why I'm being a little bit timid here with Karn. I guess I could have minus Karn for Stonebrain at that point, I suppose. Yeah, that may have been right. Paying cost for what? Another malfunction, that's fine. And draw. Another Sire, this one will resolve. And plus Karn, and pass. And pass. Next turn will minus for Liquid Metal. Emissary's fine, triggers. Why are they warping here, though? That's kind of interesting. All the triggers. Again, this cap is going to be a freaking house by the time that it can attack. Another warp? Sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Besides that, the amount of munitions could just outright kill me. Welding Jar triggers, Shore, Kappa triggers. And warp. And draw. Tis an Ugin. So we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trigger target munitions. And then I will 0. Minus Karn. Yes. For Liquid Metal Coating. Cast Coating. Trigger. Get rid of munitions. Always yield. And opponent scoops it up. Ooh. That's a scary board state we just won against. They had enough munitions to outright kill me if an EE for 0 pops off. And a Kappa that could basically one-shot me if Bridge goes off the board. Alright then. Well, let's go to game 2, shall we? Okay. So, what do we want here? Flute, yeah. Let me take a look at my sideboard guide for Affinity. Mind you, this is not the one I was thinking of when I made this. Chalice Soul Guide out for EE Flute. Yeah, EE Flute. And cut Soul Guide, yeah. Okay, that looks correct. I'm trying to remember if this version of Affinity plays Blood Moon or not. I want to say it does. Which is okay. I'll admit that it would be nice if This was the Flash Rig version versus the TKS version. Let's see here. We're looking for Karn off the Devourers. K-Command, Tezzeret, all good options. We will keep Reveal and pass. Opponent's passing. Trigger. There's Tezzeret. Ugin Lab. Imprint Devourer. Cast Mindstone as Mindstone Resolve. Mindstone Resolves will pass. So next turn we can go Tezzeret Vexing Bauble. So they do play Blood Moon, it looks like. Metallic Rebuke to Yard. I'm okay seeing that. I need to hope that they don't play a Kappa onto... The Tezzeret won't exactly help me with Kappa. If they just go Munitions Factory, then I'm okay with that. Saga. Okay. Welding Jar. 3. Needle. Needle named Karn. That is fine. Wait. Opponent. So there's a really important line of text there about Pithy Needle. As this artifact enters, choose a card name. Active abilities of the sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. I wasn't planning on cracking this Mind Stone anytime soon, friend. Alright. Well, we'll play the mine. Let's see if a Metallic Rebuke. Cast Tezzeret. Does Tezzeret resolve, or do you have a Metallic Rebuke? Looks like a Rebuke, but unfortunate. Yield to all. Nope. And pass. I wonder if maybe we should have fluted, potentially. Saga. Saga. So now they can make constructs. And passing. Draw. Tease a Mind Stone. I'm going to pretend like I can't activate Mind Stone. I'm just going to play Mind Stone. And then, yeah, I'm thinking we go Flute here. Flute. Does Flute resolve? And do you know that I can name Urza Saga with Flute? Looks like they might. Unfortunate. Yield all Flute. Do we name Saga or do we name Kappa? Which is more concerning as it currently stands? Both, honestly. The answer is both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I almost wish I had fluted last turn instead of the Tezzeret, and I could have done it on their upkeep when they didn't have the mana for a construct, so they had to choose between construct or... Probably would have been the better play in the grand scheme. I do think Urza Saga is probably correct. And again, we're kind of just feigning that we can't use these Mind Stones with the Pithy Needle. And pass. So Sagas at least can't make more constructs. Tap. And search. So I do need something to get rid of these constructs though, or rather this construct. Next we can play Devourer and exile something if it's something colored on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boots. Yeah, I'm glad that we played around that. Otherwise we're gonna get swifted in the face. Yeah, Tezzeret would be able to grab EE. Obviously, EE. Karn's not. Well, actually, no. Karn would be fine because they named Mind Stone for some weird reason instead of Karn. And looks like a Kappa. Kind of wish I named Kappa, but also kind of wish I didn't. So I don't know. Ooh, that's 11 to the face. Yep, that'll do it. Kappa's good. So now we need a Karn. Karn off top gets me bridge. Draw. Oofda. Well, I can at least go map. Hey, opponent. Want to see something funny? I can still tab for mana. We will grab a power plant. Oh, it doesn't matter. Kappa... Well, I guess Kappa doesn't necessarily kill me. It'll be unblockable, mind you, but... We'll cast Devour. Devour trigger has ward 5. I can't pay for it. Well, pass in full. Nope. And... Nope. Body's on board, so I can at least block the construct. But, I mean, if they go Shadow Spear here, then that's going to be 7, 8 damage, right? Yep. I guess I actually could equip it to the construct. That'd be probably a better choice. Yeah. I'll equip it to the construct. 8 damage down to 1 as it currently stands. And they can Welding Jar it as well. Me thinking I'm losing here. Yep. There's 14. We can block 6. Down to 8. Again, the solution here is Karn. And draw. Ugin. I mean, we cast Ugin. Ugin triggers targets. I couldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have. Oh, no, it wouldn't have mattered. You have to die to the construct then. Yeah, we could have targeted the Kappa. I don't think it would have mattered. Not to mention they're about to hit me with something. Yield to all. Yeet resolves. Plus Ugin draw a card. Mine's... I can't draw a card of Mind Stone. That's so funny. It actually is relevant. We'll concede. I don't think it would have mattered, regardless of what I would have drawn here. Alrighty. We'll cut the gemstone for the chalice and bring it back. On the play for game 2... There's EE. There's Tezzeret. Yeah, that looks good to me. So probably tuck Devourer, play EE on 0. Devourer trigger. Looking for probably K command. At the same time, Tower's not bad. Yeah, we'll go Tower. We will go Lab. Lab Imprint Devourer. EE for 0. And pass. And passing. So next one we can play Tezzeret. Tezzeret to Chalice on 0. He has a scouting turn. Do you have Consign to Memory? Mine. Tezzeret. Consign to Memory, question mark. Yield to all. Second sign. And yep. Yield to all. Pass. And continue passing. Unfortunate. Now we need to draw into someone like Karn. Another Tezzeret, Chalice, Vexing Bauble. You have good hits, K Command. At least we can crack the EE when necessary. Saga. Reminder they have Pithy Needle. We have to also remind ourselves about the factory. No factory in hand, otherwise I would have played it. Opal, 4. Can you get the 6 before we EE you? Bauble, target me. Why play the Opal? Interesting. Draw a card. Draw. Do I care about Opal right now is the question. Right now it's offline, so no, right? We'll just hold EE here. Trigger, Saga. Land. Opal's still offline. That's 4. Go to end step. Yep, this is fine. Draw. Lab. Lab Tuck Ugin or Lab Tuck Sire? I'm gonna say Lab Tuck Sire? Yeah. 2, 4, 6. We need a land for Dust or Ugin. Do you make a construct? You make a construct. Opal's not online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a trigger before you... I guess we can have you draw. Yeah, because it triggers on draw. So that's fine. Draw. Oh no, it triggers on main, that's right. Post-draw main phase. So do I crack it now? I think I have to crack it now. Well, do I? If I crack it now, we get rid of Opal before I can generate mana. EE. My thought process between holding Ugin and Dust is that Dust can get rid of Kappa. Ugin can start taking control of the game if we draw into a land. Imagine they grab Needle here. The question is whether or not they make a construct. If they do, then that's fine. Needle. They didn't tap it for mana. They messed up. Okay. Opal. They named Ugin's Lab. That's fine. Draw. Land. Map. In that case, play map. Crack map. 4 power plant. Play power plant. Do I attempt to play Ugin here? I think it might be smart to hold for a turn, just so that way we can play around Metallic Rebuke. We'll pass. Saga. We'll pass in full at this point. 2, 3. Thought cast, draw 2. Opal's still offline, so we're free to cast whatever right now unless they play a land or an artifact. There's the artifact. So Opal's online. I'd like you to either crack the bauble or tap the Opal. You tap the Opal for an Opal. Okay. Paying cost for... Did you mess up your math? Thought cast? Okay. So now we're free to play Ugin. And Ugin can just take control of the game. Bauble, target me. Opal's now offline. Bauble, trigger, draw. Draw. Tower. So we'll go Ugin. Trigger. No targets. Yield to all. Unless you're playing a force? Ugh. Honestly, I forget that Affinity's recently picked up force, so if I had taken that into account, maybe I would have tucked the Ugin instead of the Sire. Yeah, maybe. I completely forgot about that, to be completely honest. I also just wasn't expecting them to needle Ugin's lab here, to be honest. That one seems a bit weird to me as well. There's Memnite. Do you have a Kappa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You then hold Opal up or a blue source up. Yeah, so maybe the Sire would have been the better keep in hand. Spellbomb. And passing. Draw. Power plant's not it. We pass. Alright, well, again, wasn't expecting Needle and Lab, A. B, wasn't expecting 4. Should have thought about that, though, because now they're going to be able to make another construct and haste it. So it'll be 6, 7. And that's going to be 15 damage coming in the face. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Did not account for force. That's on me. And similarly did not account for Needle and Lab, of all things. Springleaf Drum. I guess maybe when we played the map, we should have left a lab untapped. And accounted for that. Thought Monitor. Really, I went Springleaf instead of Boots. Weird. Down to 11. Lethal's on boards. I must have interaction in hand. Well, unfortunately, I think my misplay around the force will cost me. Devourer. Well, let's see. Devourer. Target Thought Monitor. I think it still doesn't matter, actually, because they have the Aether Spellbomb to pop back my Devourer, right? Because they can float the Thought Monitor for blue prior to the resolution of the trigger. Or not. I guess I can still do that off of the Saga. Yeah, we'll pass. Alright. So now, make a construct. Springleaf Drum, tap it for blue. Bounce Devour to hand with Aether Spellbomb. Yes, I'll concede at that point. And concede. Alright. Yep. Like I said, I did not account for multiple things there. A, them playing force. B, the needle on lab. So, bit of a misplay on my part, I will admit. Alright, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, we're back for match 3. On the draw for game 1. Yeah, we'll make that work. Soul Lands would be good hits off top. We'll exile an Ugin and pass. Show me a Soul Land. Flooded Strand. Passing. Draw. Dismember. Play the power plant. Pass. We don't play this swamp because it's unnecessary, given that we already have the gemstone, which can generate black. Ooh, I'm afraid this might be Neobrand. I really need a soul land now, then, for the Vaccine Bauble. Yeah, this is Neobrand. No doubts about it. 1000% Neobrand. Do they have the turn 2 win? Misty Rain. Passing. I need a lab, then, off the top. So I can go Tezzeret to Vaccine Bauble. Draw. So in that case, let's see if Tezzeret resolves. You have a consign. Misty Rain fetch, because at least this way I can go Chalice for 0 and maybe stop a Pact. Surveil, keeps it on top, and consign. We'll pass. Yep, looking like Neobrand. Do I get another turn is the next question. I don't think I do. There's the Rider. There's the Neo form. Do you have Ghalta into Xenagos? Ghalta trigger. You have Xenagos in hand, or you have a Pact? Oh, geez, great. You had it in hand, too. Christ. Yep. Neobrand. Lost for game 1. That's 26 to the face. Alright. Yep, not much we could do there. I will cut Gemstone and dismember for Cage Flute Brain. Cage Flute Brain and run it back. Brutal. On the play for game 2. I think we have to mulligan this hand. The hand does really nothing. Mulligan. 8 hits off top. We'll keep Pitch Dust. And done. Power plant. Map. Pass. I mean, now we're just kind of praying that we even get to a turn 3, of course. Surveil. We can Needle, worst comes to worst, for Grizzlebrand, potentially. Draw. Oof. Well, we're going to do that. Grizzlebrand. Grizzlebrand. Alright. Name Grizzlebrand so that way they at least can't draw cards if they don't have the OTK. And passing, draw. Bad variance is bad. Not much we can do about that. I'm gonna just jot this down as a loss right now because I doubt I'm winning. Consign to yard, pass. Land. Maybe I should have named Misty Rainforest. Draw. Jesus Christ. That's 3 draws, right? 2, 3, 4. 3 draws, no lands. 22 lands in deck to hit. And we found nothing. Oh well. That's what it is. Surveil. Nature's Claim. They care not for the Pithaniel named Grizzlebrand, which tells me they probably are going for the OTK. Do you have the OTK? Scouting time. Somehow we're still alive. Draw. dude. 4 draws, 21 hits, and we whiff every single one. Scouting turn, fetch. Land and pass. Are we somehow not dead yet? The fact that we've gotten to this point astounds me. Breeding Pool. Shock, 15. Do you have Hooting Mandrills? Pact? Okay. Pact for Rider. Okay. Do you have the Gulpta and the Xanagos? There's the Rider. It's a 6/6. Paying cost for the Neoform. And it's a Gulpta. Do you have the Xanagos? They have the Xanagos. And we die. Alright. Unfortunate. I mean, A, I'm surprised that we even made it to 5 turns. B, really unfortunate that we drew 4 cards and no lands. Oh well. We'll be back for match 4. Alright, back 4, match 4. On the draw for game 1, we'll pass. We have 8 hits off top for Tron, then Mindstone as a redraw. Watergrave for Tamiyo, looking like Murktide we draw. Gemstone's a bit late to the party. We'll pass the Mindstone and pass with the Mine. Play Mindstone next turn. Tamiyo triggers. We draw. Yeah, it's a TKS. We can play a TKS next turn. Tis a Mindstone. Do you counter the Mindstone? You do not. Fetch. Do you draw a card? Watergrave. Shock. Draw a card. And we pass. He's a Plute Delta. And Tamiyo. Draw. He's a Karn. We're going to clear the way of a TKS because if it is Murktide, a bridge will pretty much set us up for a win short of a Sink in the Stupor. You got a counterspell. TKS hits board. Do you have push? Do you have push betrayal? Exiles a creature. I mean, I suppose. I hate all this. And I think we will just take the counterspell, right? Then they have the subtlety for Karn. Yeah, I suppose. Counterspell. And pass. End step, fetch, fatal push, target TKS. He's an island. Clue, draw a card, push, and push. And pass. And if you just wanted to play your Subtlety for whatever reason, that'd be cool. Thoughtseize. Well, that sucks. Gets Karn. I mean, thankfully, haven't been really in too much danger right now. Tamiyo. And draw. Soul Guide Lantern. I will play Soul Guide Lantern. Does Soul Guide Lantern resolve? 2 unknown cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't want to crack the Mind Stone. I have half a mind to crack the Soul Guide to play around a Murktide. Always yield. I mean, it'd be a pretty small Murktide, to be fair. So maybe I don't care if they play a Murktide with only 1 instant in yard. Yeah, let's hold. Draw off Tamiyo. We're going to wait for next turn where you can play Riddler. Draw. And we'll hold the Soul Guide. And attack with Tamiyo. If you have a land, I guess you could play Riddler, draw, flip Tamiyo. I'm not sure you even want to at this point. It's getting a ton of free value. Alright, we go to cleanup. Strategic Betrayal to Yard. You still have that Bowmaster Subtlety in hand. Draw Tez. Cast Tezzeret. Does Tezzeret resolve? One, two. Counterspell. Hardcast Force. Or not. Did they think they had Subtlety mana? I think they thought they had Subtlety mana. Three. Hardcast Force. Yep, Hardcast Force. Play a tower. You know what I'm gonna do? I'd kind of want to clear their yard now because the Murktide will be a 6/6. Yeah, I suppose. Clear yard. Pass. Right now, nothing's directly threatening my life total, so just trying to buy time is probably correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could crack the Mind Stone. We could do that. Attack with Tamiyo, make a clue. Two, Rid. Draw a card. Do you find a land so you can flip the Tam? Warp. You do not. I mean, now's the time to crack the Mind Stone unless I want to play Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah, I guess we want to keep as many lines open as possible. Draw. Chalice. Chalice on 1 or Chalice on 2 here? I think Chalice on 2. Because hits Frog, hits Counterspell, hits Bowmasters, yeah. Do you have a force? Alright, that resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I not play a land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did. I played a gemstone, right? Yeah, you did. Makes a clue. Go to end step. Tis a land. I guess I can play the Mind Stone, or I can crack the Mind Stone then with impunity. Draw a card. Draw a card. Flip the Tamiyo, yeah? Yeah, I definitely want to draw a card with Mind Stone then, so we can get rid of this Tamiyo. We need Devour or Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. End step. Crack the Mind Stone. Draw a card. I mean, map is nice, don't get me wrong, but I kind of need more than that. Pitch Bowmaster. Pitch Strategic. Draw. I mean, it does work, I will admit. I will play the map. Does map resolve? Map resolves. So in that case, I will play... I guess I'll crack the map for power plant. Here's a power plant. Play the power plant. He's a dust. Do you have a force? You pass in full. I mean, I feel like you would have forced the map because you don't want me having Tron. Tamiyo out. We've somehow gotten to 8 turns that we have not had a single bit of combat damage. I want that known. All the damage my opponent has applied has been to themselves. Alright. What are we playing? I guess a Murktide here? It's a 4/4, that's fine. Alright, show me Devourer. Show me Ugin. He's a bobble. I'll play a bobble. Does bobble resolve? I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know why you would counter bobble. It's a redraw at least. Redraw. Hey, it's an Ugin. I imagine it gets subtletied at least. I tapped 10. I meant to only tap 7. 7. Ugin. Ugin target Murktide. Do we get subtletied? What? Okay, I was about to say, there's no way you don't subtlety this. Pitches Spell Snare. Yield all, put it on top. And on top. And no reason to show them the lab. Actually, they might already know about the lab. They do. I should play it. The good news is they're not playing Consign main, from what I can tell. I almost wish I could have kept the Vexing Bauble. Draw. Do we play the Ugin? I mean, I think we play the Ugin. Get rid of the Tamiyo, because they can't draw enough cards right now. Tamiyo down. Body resolves? No, I was about to say, there's no way. Subtlety? Hardcast? They must have a handful of counter spells that they can't play. Yield all, put it on top. That's fine by me. I'll pass. Yeah, they must have a handful of 2-mana value spells. That's the only explanation for this resolving. Sewers. Blue to Delta Yard. Me pass. Attack for 3. Look at that! It's the first bit of combat damage this entire game. 10 turns in. Wild. Yes, a Ugin. 3rd time's a charm. Does it resolve? Hardcast Force? Sink. Oh, cute. And then Counterspell. Yes. So in that case, Chalice. Back on 2. Chalice? Chalice hits board, we'll pass. I guess they just didn't want me just recasting Ugin every turn. Thoughtseize. Hey, they forgot about the Ugin's lab. Let's go. Let me draw. K command. I'll play the Ugin's lab, and I think we just hold the K command, right? There's no reason for me to cast it right now into Force, for example. Draw a card. That's fine. Draw a card. How many Forces have you played? One. Half tempted to fire this off right now. Yeah, let's just fire it off. I hope you have a force, otherwise this is going to be a big one. X equals 15. Oh no! That's true. Yeah, opponents with a scoop. They could have theoretically drawn into a force off the first clue, would be my thought. Yeah, they need to have just drawn it exactly. Alright. This is Murktide. I want it known that I dealt 0 of the 13 damage. That was all self-inflicted. Alright, what the hell does my sideboard guide look like for Murktide? We cut Chalice, we bring in Flute. Yep, that looks right. Cut Chalice, bring in Flute, and submit. Best hit off top here is a lab, and that's about it. Mulligan? Yeah, I'm thinking Mulligan here. Yeah, we can keep this. Pitch an Ugin, keep a Tez, done. We pass. So now we have a Cake Manix 2/2 unless they Thought Seize me on one. No Thought Seize. Nope, we put an Ugin in the bottom, we found an Ugin on top. We play a Temple, we pass. Marsh Flats fetch 19. Surveil. Keep it on top. And hold. Tis a Preordain. Preordain resolves. Top draw, Pluto Delta, and passing. We draw. Use a map. Play the Temple, hold the K command. We can play the map next turn. Not cracking the Polluted Delta tells me they have a Consign in hand. Ease a Thoughtseize. Show me that Consign to memory. And done. Fetch. Pass in full. Tis an island. And a Consign. Yep. Thoughtseize takes Tezzeret or takes map? Should take Tezzeret, I think. Yep. And draw. Plays mine. Do we force check here? I think we force check. If they had a force, they wouldn't have been so afraid to crack that Polluted Delta, right? X equals 3. Yep. Ooh, I kind of like all of this. So we haven't played a land for turn, but I kind of want to play the Bauble. Because Bauble helps ensure resolution, but then again, we can't play the Ugin. So, what do we want to do? I mean, we know they don't have a force. Maybe we don't need to worry about Bauble right now. Maybe just go land for turn map. Yeah, let's go top draw. I did I play land for turn? I must have. Oh, I did. Turn 3. Yeah, I'm done. That's fine. See how they tap out. If they tap out, we have Ugin. Otherwise, we play it slow. Alright. That's fine. Play a Temple. Play a map. Does map resolve? I have another map on top. I'm kind of fine with this if it gets countered. I was thinking hard here. Resolves. Ease a Vexing Bauble. Does Vexing Bauble resolve? And this way, no subtlety, no force. Because we can just slowly grind out this game. They know full well they can't let me untap uncontested, otherwise these Ugins will take control of the game. So they pretty much need to play on the defensive through and through. Alrighty. We pass. Fetch, Flooded Strand, Surveil. Surveil. Looks like I must play Pest Control. That's good to know, given the white source. We'll hold. White. He's a Riddler. They draw a card. Which must mean they have another Consign in hand. Yeah, it's the only explanation to holding up one blue there. I will play another map. Does map resolve? I will crack a map. For a power plant, play a power plant. We'll hold. Next time we have Tron. How much mana will I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right? Not 7, 10, 13, yeah. So one short of double cast. So we'll probably just hold. Watery Grave, Shock 13. And this is Subtlety mana. He's a frog. Frog is fine. End step. Crack the map. For a tower. And we draw. He's a flute. In that case, I will cast Flute. Does Flute resolve? Spell Snare. Rude. Do I still attempt the Ugin? Yeah, we still attempt the Ugin now because we can get rid of the frog. Because now they want to get rid of the body, not the trigger. Yep, you'll do. Frog down. No drawing for you. He's a land and a passing. We draw. He's a devourer. I really don't want to play anything. I was gonna pass. And fetch down the 12. Tapped. And hold. I guess we could pitch the Vexing Bauble at some point. Because we can double cast next turn. Is a Murktide. Murktide resolves. And pass him. We draw. 3 in hand. Let's start with the Devourer. And one more. Devourer. Giltspire. You got a consign? It's a counterspell. That's fine. I mean, do we play the Ugin at this point? They would need a consign, right? They've already used 1, 2 consigns. I mean, I think we just play it, right? No. Ugin. You got a consign? Yield all. Rude. There's a third one. Alright. We'll pass. I'm half tempted to crack the bauble if we don't draw anything into anything relevant next turn. He's 3, 4, 5. What's this? Murktide? Riddler. Draw a card. Yeah, we'll draw. Draw into tower. I'll crack the Vexing Bauble. Draw a card. He's a Karn. Cast a Karn. Do you have force? No force. We play a tower. We minus Karn. Yup. Which means you have no subtlety, which means we go for leveler. And I think that's a GG's. I don't think they can really deal with leveler all too easily. Yep. Good stuff. All right, solid win against Murktide. We'll be back for match number 5. All right, we're back for match number 5 on the draw for game 1. Absolutely not. That's not much better. In fact, that is worse. No, it's probably just as bad. Sure. Yeah, I guess. Supposedly we're playing against Amulet Titan, and I'm not thrilled about that. Yeah, it looks like Titan. Either Titan or Affinity. Titan. So, Chalcen 0 for Pact. Chalcen 0 for Pact. Tron. I mean, 4 hits for Tron, 4 hits for Karn. And we'll go Lab. Lab Imprint Ugin. Cast Mind Stone. Chalice for 0 for Pact and pass. And pass. So now we're hoping for K Command Karn TKS. K Command Karn or TKS, yeah. He's a Vigor. Of course. Now they'll have 2 next turn. Do you have a land? Is that going to be what? Explorer? Or Boseiju? Arboreal Grazer? Spelunking? Go! Wait 1 second, what? Huh. Well, I'll be honest. I was not expecting that. I guess it's maybe tech for Belcher. We draw. He's a tower. We a passing. And Saga Trigger makes another Amulet. That is 5. You need a +1 for 6. Need either Grazer or a Explorer. I guess Spelunking will work as well. Ice Till. Oh. Huh. Well, ain't that something? It's the Ice Till Amulet version. Yeah, I think I just concede here, right? I don't think I can do anything. I guess we could draw on the needle. Okay. Yes. Swamp. Do we draw on the needle? I guess needle or Tezzeret. Needle Tezzeret might be enough. Draw. Yeah, Karn actually works. Hold up. Karn actually works. No, it doesn't. Frick. Chalice. Chalice on 0 stops me from freaking playing Tormod's Crypt. Damn. Minus Karn. Yes. So they're going to strip 2 of my lands. We can't go Crypt because of Chalice. What the hell do we do here? They can play 2 Ghost Quarters, or they could just win off of Amulet. Or Titans on the normal plan. What the hell do I do here? Huh. I mean, I might need to go Tormod's Crypts. I guess we could go Flute, yeah. I guess Flute's our best option. Yeah, we'll go Flute. We pass. I was like, oh, we have an out with Karn. Nope, not with Chalcen 0. Alright. I think we're just dead anyways. Sanctuary. That's 8 mana. Uh-huh. And tap it. Pick it up. Play it. Play Titan. You win. Spelunking. Not yet. Spelunking also means that going for liquid metal coating doesn't do too much. Man, this sucks. The Ice Still was not expecting the Ice Still version. Not that they needed any help into Tron. Urza Cave. You gain some life because it's a cave. E is a quarter. Quarter target tower. Quarter target tower. I will not search. And attack Karn for 2. Karn down the 1. Draw. Is a Ugin. I mean, we have to go flute named Ghost Quarter to stem the bleeding. Yeah, I don't have a choice. Flute name Ghost Quarter. Sad flute noises. We could Karn plus on Mind Stone to... I think actually this is correct. Karn plus on Mind Stone to block. We can then draw off the Mind Stone, keep Karn on board. So at least we're no longer getting quarter looped. The thing is, like, they're just always going to be a moment away from winning off of Titan is the problem right now. So even if we were to go for bridge, I'm not sure it's enough. I will yield to all. I mean, if you have Titan, you win. I'll concede once you demonstrate the line. 4. Urza Cave. Urza Cave for Lotus Field? Oh no, Urza Cave for T-West. Urza Cave for T-West will do it. Beseiju. Alright, just gonna... Really? You're gonna Beseiju my effing flute? Frickin' rude. I mean, it works. You don't need to win with Titan anymore. You can just Ghost Quarter me out of the game. Yeah, that will work. How many lands have you played? I don't even know if you played any. I think you played 1. Yeah. Nope. I don't know how many you've played. At least. Okay. So now we Ice Till. I think we still have to block the Mind Stone. Crack the Mind Stone. Draw a card. It's a TKS. Pass. Because now I need to go for another flute. Oh, it doesn't matter. Actually, no, it doesn't freaking matter because... Oh, no. I hate it. I hate it so much because even if I were to minus Karn for flute again, they can just play Beseiju and then play a bounce land, pick up Beseiju, pop the flute. On that note, I'll concede. Oof. Alright. Oh, we'll bring a flute in. I need to keep Needle in. We will cut. Actually, I need to keep Dismember. I cannot cut Dismember. So we can cut a gemstone. We bring in Flute. What else do I normally bring in? Stonebrain? Nope, I don't think I'm bringing Stonebrain in. Do I even bring in Chalice? No, I think we still keep Chalice on the play. Alright, let's run it back. On the play for game 2. Yes, we'll make this work. Opponent down to 6. So, Lab, Tuck, Ugin, Mindstone, Map. Power Plant, hold K, Command X2. Pray they don't just Ghost Quarter me on one. I mean, I guess I'm not cracking Map next turn. Maybe I just play Bobble. No, there's no reason to play Bobble right now. We'll pass and pass. He's a Saga. Do you have an Amulet? No. We draw. Devour. A bit late, friend, admittedly. Yeah, I mean, I think we just pop the K command X2 and go digging. And they draw. Saga trigger. Trigger resolves. Echoing Depths. Untapped. I was about to say, does it add mana? I was genuinely unsure. K command. And done. I kind of want none of this. Actually, I kind of want the land at least. Soul Guide bottom, Ugin top, draw. And draw. Ugin. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tuck Devourer. Cast Ugin. Ugin trigger, no targets. Ugin being on board is pretty good here. Because now they need to pretty much combo off and win. That is fine. Plus draw. Because I'd rather have the Vexing Bauble on hand. I guess they would have had the Force through the Vexing Bauble, or before the Vexing Bauble resolved anyways. But at least this way, they can't Pact. So you go for Amulet, you'll have 2 mana starting. T-West, 3 mana. No green though. That's fine. Draw. He's a mine. We'll draw off Ugin. Temple. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I think I played the Devour here. And next turn, what we'll have to make sure we do is pop the Bauble before we activate the Ugin alt. Or I guess we can do it after we activate the Ugin alt before we start casting things. Because now we can just pretty much play our entire deck, and that should be enough. 3. Spelunking. That's fine. Even a Lotus Field wouldn't be enough here. Gruul Turf. Yeah, we should be able to close out the match now. I'm trying to think if they're out here. I don't think they have one. I will note, though, that my win con here is going to be really tedious. Gruul Turf. Picks up. Do you have a Boseiju? We draw. Dismember. I will crack the Vexing Bauble. I will alt Ugin. Okie dokie. Here comes the fun part now. So we want Chalice, Devourer, Disruptor Flute, Map, Karn. Can probably leave some Karns, Mind Stone, Pith Needle, Sire, Soul Guide, all of our Tezes, TKS, Ugin. Pretty sure that's everything. Actually, we'll go for a second and third card. Actually, we'll go for all four. Yeah. All right. And done. So now, from here, we will cast what? I'm going to start with TKS, actually. Let's see what you have in your hand. TKS triggers. Always yield. Goodbye, Scapeshift. TKS triggers. Goodbye, Green Suns. TKS triggers. Goodbye, Grazer. Let's play the Sires and opponent concedes. Yep, so beyond just landing our entire board, what we can also do is go Tezzeret, play Mind Stone, alt. Tezzeret, play Expedition Map, alt. And then Tezzeret, Flute, Chalice, Needle, alt. Then from there we can grab Walking Ballista off of Karn, and we should be able to kill them for 20. So that is one way we can combo win with Ugin. But it is very time consuming. So I'm glad that our opponent conceded. Okay. We want the gemstone back. I kind of don't want to cut Chalice, but I also should probably cut Chalice, shouldn't I? Normally I wouldn't have to. Normally I would not have to. Maybe I don't cut Chalice. Maybe we cut Sire of 7 Death? Question mark. Because we want Dismember still. We want our swamps. Yeah, I guess we can cut a Sire. Good on the 9. Since we're on the draw, that should be fine. Run it back. Alright, let's see. I mean, it's an early Tezzeret, potentially an early TKS, a Chalice on 0. It's interactive. I'll say yes. Reveal, Devour, and pass. You also could go Chalice for 1, technically. But they're going to play the Amulet anyways, so moot point. Trigger. Tezzeret, Cake Man, Soul Guide, Dust. Kind of wanted the Soul Guide, but I think I go to K command here. Draw. Ugin Lab, Imprint. Cast Map. And Chalice on 0. And pass. And pass. Simic Growth. Pick up the Hainweir. Picks up Simic Growth for Spelunking. Plays a non-bounce land, I'd imagine. Nope, Simic Growth picks up Hainweir this time. The fact they have Hainweir in hand is a good thing for us, admittedly. Picks up Hainweir, holds Boseiju potentially. I feel like they would have Boseiju if they already had it, though. Thinking here. I think we hold map, because Tezzeret right now is not doing much, where Tezzeret does more next turn, so hold map, hold K command. Yeah, I think we have to hold map, hold K command, realistically. Because right now, Tezzeret, we play it, and it doesn't do much, right? Whereas next turn we can go for Needle. There's Hainweir, 3. End step. K command or map? Both more or less serve similar purposes. We're going to go map for a temple. And we're going to hope and pray this TKS is enough. Cast TKS. TKS ETBs. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, Scapeshift does nothing here of value, I don't think. We go Titan. The good news with Titan, they can't haste it at least. So I think we have to go Titan. Yeah. Take the Titan. But I don't think the Scapeshift does enough here since they have both Lotus Fields in hand. We'll pass. What do I do next turn, though? Yep, there's the Lotus Field. Here's the Titan. Again, they can't haste it. They can't even copy it either, can they? Echoing Depths is in hand as well. So yeah, they can't... I don't think they can go for the Scapeshift line, can they? Huh. There's the Titan. I guess they can Vesuva. So Crumbling Vestige Vesuva. Yeah. Ah, damn. I guess that is fair. Crumbling Vestige Vesuva will get them the haste. So they can haste it. Then Vestige up. Echoing Depths is in hand, so they can't copy it, though. So they can't go Mirror Pull, but they can definitely attack, and I suppose they can hold up a Boseiju. Yeah. Huh. We don't have enough to exile the Titan unless we draw into a Devourer. There's Vesuva Vestige, as expected. Yep. So untap, red. Yeah, because Bounce Land plus Mirror Pull doesn't do enough for the copy. So we'll take the 4, or take the 6 rather. Not much I can do about that unless I had a Dismember in hand. So I'm thinking Bounce Land Boseiju here. I think next turn I have to get rid of the Scapeshift regardless. Ghost Quarter. Freaking rude. Mirror Pull, Ghost Quarter, ES. Swamp. No blocks. Take the 6. And draw. Temple. We could... No, Tezzeret's not doing anything here right now. I think our best bet is... Well, the Mirror Pull's an issue, right? So I think... What do we have to do? They have no green sources, but they have the Lotus Field. We could X equals 4. X equals 4 would get us where, though? X equals 4 could get us to Karn, but Karn's not doing enough right now. So I think we have to hold the K command. We can Tezzeret for Needle. Tezzeret for Needle names Mirror Pool. But then they have the Scape Shift. Yeah, Scape Shift would be an issue. What a weird board state. Aww. So I wonder, what's our play? Get rid of the Scape Shift or Needle Mirror Pool? What does the Scape Shift do? I guess that's the question I have to need to ask. They can Scape Shift, right? Can they Mirror Pool after Besageing? I don't think so, question mark. 1, 2, 3, 3. No, they would have to Lotus Field. Oh, I guess they could Echoing Depths Simic Growth. No, that wouldn't be enough. So they'd have to Lotus Field. Sack 2. And then from there, I guess they also could attack Titan, but at least then they're not hasting in. Fine, we're gonna play Tezzeret. I don't think there's really any great options, to be completely honest. Tezzeret minus for Needle. Cast Needle, trigger Tezzeret. Name Mirror Pool. Mirror Pool's now offline. We're not blocking. I don't foresee blocking mattering. Actually, it could matter. 12. No, it doesn't matter, because if they somehow get 3 Titans on board, the trample damage will kill me regardless. We'll attack with TKS. There's no point otherwise. We attack. Alright. I'll pass. So they have the Scape Shift, they have the Lotus Field. They can Scape Shift. They also could Titan attack and then Beseiju pop Needle. At least then we're not dead. Yeah, the TKS was kind of my hope there. I guess maybe I could have just held K command. Maybe holding the K command would have been better in the grand scheme. I think if they only had 1 Titan or 1 Scape Shift, then the TKS would have been an absolute MVP. But I'm not seeing that happening now, unfortunately. So either you Scape Shift, so Lotus Field, green, green, 1, 2, sack, sack, and that leaves 1, 2. So it looks like they're going for the Scape Shift line. 3, sack Lotus Field, sack Crumbling Vestige. Tap, 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 7. Really, tapping the Mirror Pool as well. Interesting. Scape Shift. You can sack 3, 1 Amulet. You can go Bounce Land Beseiju. T-West doesn't do anything because Chalice is on board. So we're good there. So what's the play here? Huh. You have 2 additional cards in hand that are unknown, though. I mean, Bounce Land Beseiju makes sense to pop Needle, but you can't play a land. You already played your Lotus Field. And Echoing Depths is in hand, so you can't grab Mirror Pool that way either. So we might get another turn here. Because they might just attack with Titan and that's a... Okay, bounce land T-West, but again they can't pact because of Chalice. I guess they can pact after they attack and besage you the Chalice? Unless they draw into another Titan. No shot they drew into another Titan, right? Pick up T-West. T-West. What just happened? Oh, freaking Force of Vigor? Jesus. Okay. Pact. They can't do anything with Pact this turn. Attack me or Tezzeret? Attack Tezzeret. That's fine. Bounce land Beseiju? So they have Depth's Pact in hand. Shifting Woods Saga. So they can cast Pact. We draw. Oh. Hold on. Can we do something interesting here? They have Pact. They have Depths, which means they can go to Titan. We can TKS them, but then they just cast Pact, and then Karn doesn't do anything. We can't cast Karn at that point, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, we're short 1 on K commanding the Titan as well. They only have 3 types in Yard. The Pact will be the 4th type in Yard. No, actually, Pact will not be the 4th type in Yard. So, Shifting Woodland is currently offline. Again, TKS forces the Pact right now. Karn, what can Karn do? Karn could go to... We'd have 1 mana left over after Karn. It's not a lot, honestly. We go Tormod's Crypt. That actually does do a decent amount. Tormod's Crypt is a genuine thought here. But I mean, if we TKS and force their hand, I mean, I guess they would go Echoing Depths, target Mirror Pool, and they would have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so then they can make another Titan. But they shouldn't be able to haste it at that point. They just have a Titan. They'd attack with this Titan. We could double block at that point. Is Karn to Crypt correct? Karn to Crypt might be correct, actually. Yeah, might just be. This is such a painful board state. We also could theoretically wait for them to pact, but if they pact for another Titan... No, if they pact, I think they pact for Aftermath Analyst, right? Alright, we're gonna play the Temple regardless. So let's do this. I'm gonna force them to play the Pact now. Or they just will let it go. That works too. I will pass. That's why I don't F6. We have a K command X1. So Pact is gone. Shifting Woodlands is offline. I think they only have one T-West. Echoing Depths, target, Mirror Pool. I should have gotten rid of Mirror Pool. Yes. Titan. Titan triggers. They shouldn't have another Echoing Depths. So what do you have here? One, two, three, four, one. Bounce Land Saga? Is that really it? Bounce Land picks up what? Yield to all. Gaddock Teague, that's effing rude. Shit. Yep, should have went after the Mirror Pool. I missed that line. That I may have not been thinking about it. Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugin top and pray. Actually, I can't cast it because... shit. Gaddock Teague. Yeah, I think Gaddock Teague. Damn. New attack. If I'd gone for the Mirror Pool, I think things would have changed. But they would have still played the Gaddock Teague, I think. Yeah. There's Beseiju, Gruul Turf. So they're going to Beseiju. Hold up Gruul Turf. Beseiju target, no search. Go blocking. We block, we block. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of the Mirror Pool of the K command. That's fully on me. We draw. I hate this Gaddock Teague so much. Shoot. Yeah, they still would have been able to Gaddock Teague off of Echoing Depths, I don't know, Lotus Field, Growing Vestige, etc. And then we still should have K commanded the Mirror Pool out of Yard because we knew they had the Echoing Depths in hand. We'll pass at this point because the Gaddock Teagues absolutely hosed me. Oh, jeez. I don't know, I guess my hope was that we would have been able to hold the K command for the following turn and then dug deep. But I should have played around the Echoing Depths and Mirror Pool, gotten rid of the Mirror Pool. We can't attack. We can't block really all too well. We'll pass, since I can't do Jack. They can just make constructs here. Oh, and also Shifting Woodland is online. Shoot. Because now Titan's the 4th type, so now they can attack with 2 Titans. Spelunking. Yeah, I guess. Again, we still should have gotten rid of the Mirror Pool with the K command. We shouldn't have kept the Ugin, so we should have seen the next card 1 turn sooner. They would have still played the Gaddock Teague. They still would have attacked with Titan. We still would have double blocked, which would have given them at least an attacking Titan, but now we have 2. Yeah, I'm thinking this is GG's regardless. The Gaddock Teague kind of hosed all potential. Another Beseiju. So now they're just strip mining me every single attack. And we can't block. So would the next card have mattered? We'll say no. We'll take the 12 down the 2. Yep, should have went for the mirror pool. Oh, and another Boseiju? How many Boseijus is that? 1, 2. I guess that's the third one. Boseiju Tower. No. Take the 12 down the 2. Would the next card after Karn have mattered because of the Gaddock-Teeg? Answer is nope. Would the Karn after K command have mattered? We'll concede at this point. Answer is hello? Can I click on buttons? Draw a card. The world may never know. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I made a misplay by not grabbing the mirror pool out of Yard with the K command. We would have been locked pretty tightly after that, though, because they would have attacked with Titan. We would have double blocked, which meant that would have been the fourth type in Yard for shifting Woodland. So you would have more or less been in the same position than we are now. It would have just been a turn later, which, based on the Gaddock-Teeg, would not have mattered, unfortunately. Alright. Well, still, we put up a decent fight into Titan, so I'll take that. But that will end tonight's league with a 2-3 record at the end of 5. Not the best, but could definitely be far, far worse. Our main losses were to Affinity and to Titan. Affinity, Titan, and Neobrand. Right. Alright. Well, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button, comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. Be much appreciated. For as much that I help you all learn from me in both my success and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached a point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. Though if you do want to watch these videos recorded live, you can do so over my Twitch, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST, and Fridays through Sundays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Or you can watch these videos early and ad-free over on my Patreon. With that being said, though, folks, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.